Welcome back to the channel, my fellow night owls. I'm Sam, and tonight we're stepping into a world where the lines between fun and fear blur. We're talking about amusement parks, those bastions of childhood memories and carefree excitement. But beneath the veneer of cotton candy and dizzying rides lies a darker side, a history etched in tragedy. Tonight we're diving deep into the heart of three such parks, places where the echoes of screams linger in the air. Buckle up, my friends, it's going to be a bumpy night. Our first stop takes us to the edge of civilization, to a forgotten town where the fog rolls in like a shroud, enveloping everything in a ghostly embrace. This, my friends, is the haunted Park of Shadows, a place where the very air feels heavy with sorrow and the weight of forgotten dreams. Imagine, if you will, the sun beginning its descent, casting long, eerie shadows across the cracked asphalt paths, creating an almost surreal landscape. The laughter of children, once a symphony of joy, fades into a distant memory, replaced by an unsettling stillness that seems to echo through the empty spaces. Visitors to this forsaken place speak of an oppressive atmosphere, a feeling of being watched by unseen eyes lurking just beyond the edge of vision. They tell tales of shadowy figures darting between the skeletal outlines of abandoned rides, and some whisper of disembodied voices carried on the wind, chilling words that seem to seep into your very bones, leaving a lingering sense of dread. One particular story tells of a group of teenagers, their laughter echoing through the deserted park, a stark contrast to the eerie silence. They dared to ride the Ferris wheel as the last rays of sunlight slipped below the horizon, but as the wheel reached its peak, it shuddered to a halt, plunging them into darkness. Panic set in as they dangled precariously above the ground, the silence broken only by their own ragged breaths and the creaking of the old metal. Then they heard it, a slow, rhythmic creaking, accompanied by the sound of heavy footsteps approaching their dangling carriage, each step echoing louder than the last. They huddled together, their eyes wide with terror, as the footsteps stopped right outside their metal cage, the air thick with suspense. A cold, raspy voice, barely a whisper, sent shivers down their spines. "This is my park now," it hissed, and then silence, a silence more terrifying than the voice itself. The Ferris wheel lurched back into motion, carrying the terrified teenagers back down to the ground, their hearts pounding in their chests. They scrambled out, their faces pale with terror, and fled into the night, forever marked by their encounter with the unseen entity, their minds haunted by the experience. The haunted Park of Shadows, a place where the remnants of joy are twisted into something sinister, a place where happiness has turned to horror. Are you brave enough to wander its paths after dark, to face the unknown lurking in the shadows? Our journey into the heart of darkness continues, and tonight we find ourselves drawn to the flickering lights and haunting melodies of a traveling spectacle known only as the Cursed Carnival. This is no ordinary carnival, my friends. This is a place where the air crackles with an unsettling energy, where the scent of popcorn and candy apples is laced with a metallic tang of dread. Imagine stepping onto the uneven ground, the rough-hewn planks beneath your feet worn smooth by countless footsteps. The air hums with the discordant tunes of a calliope, its melody twisted and warped, echoing through the night air. The cursed carnival is shrouded in whispers and rumors, tales of accidents, disappearances, and strange occurrences that defy explanation. Locals tell of a fire that swept through the carnival decades ago, claiming the lives of many, their souls forever bound to the charred remnants of their joy. One story speaks of a young couple, madly in love, who visited the carnival on a warm summer night. They rode the Ferris wheel, their laughter echoing through the night. But as the wheel reached its peak, a blood-curdling scream pierced the air. The young woman was gone, vanished without a trace, leaving behind only an empty swing swaying gently in the breeze. Her lover searched frantically, his cries of anguish swallowed by the cacophony of the carnival. He never found her, but some say that on quiet nights, you can still hear her laughter echoing through the empty Ferris wheel carriages. Then there's the tale of the fortune teller, a mysterious woman with piercing eyes and a deck of cards that seemed to hold the secrets of the universe. She was said to have the ability to see into the hearts of men, to predict their futures with chilling accuracy. but her gift came at a price. One night, a group of young men decided to play a prank on the fortune teller. They snuck into her tent, intending to steal her deck of cards, but they were never seen alive again. The cursed carnival, a place where the boundary between reality and nightmare blurs, where the line between the living and the dead is thin. Here every shadow seems to hide a secret, every corner whispers a tale of woe. The cursed carnival is not just a place, but an experience, a journey into the unknown, where the brave and the foolish alike come to test their mettle. So if you dare, step right up and enter. But remember, not everyone who enters the cursed carnival comes out the same. Our final destination tonight takes us to a place reclaimed by nature, where the remnants of human joy are slowly being consumed by the relentless embrace of time and decay. The once vibrant colors have faded, and the structures that once brought so much happiness now stand as mere shadows of their former selves. This, my friends, is the Phantom Fairground, a place where the silence is broken only by the creak of rusted metal and the mournful cry of the wind whistling through broken windows. The air is thick with the scent of rust and decay, a stark contrast to the sweet smells that once filled this place. Imagine, if you will, a once vibrant fairground filled with the laughter of children and the joyous screams of thrill-seekers. Picture the dazzling lights, the smell of popcorn and cotton candy, the cheerful music echoing through the air. The fairground was a place of magic and wonder, where dreams came to life and worries were left at the gate. Now, strip away the color, the sound, the life, and replace it with a desolate silence, a creeping sense of dread. The vibrant energy that once pulsed through this place has been replaced by an eerie stillness, a haunting reminder of what once was. The Phantom Fairground stands as a skeletal reminder of its former glory, its rides frozen in time, their paint peeling, their metal bones rusting under the watchful gaze of the moon. The moonlight casts long shadows, adding to the ghostly atmosphere of the place. The Ferris wheel, once a beacon of joy, now stands as a skeletal giant, its carriages swaying gently in the breeze. The wind seems to carry the echoes of laughter from a time long past, a haunting melody that lingers in the air. Locals tell tales of a tragic accident that befell the fairground many years ago, a catastrophic event that claimed the lives of countless visitors. The details of the tragedy have become a part of local folklore, whispered in hushed tones by those who remember. Some say the fairground never recovered from the tragedy, that the souls lost that day still linger, trapped between this world and the next. The air is thick with their presence, a chilling reminder of the lives cut short. One story speaks of a group of teenagers who dared to venture into the abandoned fairground, their laughter echoing through the eerie silence. They were drawn by the thrill of the unknown, seeking adventure in a place shrouded in mystery. They decided to ride the Ferris wheel, their youthful arrogance blinding them to the danger that lurked within the rusted metal and broken lights. They were unaware of the fairground's dark history, or perhaps they simply didn't care. As they ascended, the Ferris wheel groaned and shuddered, its ancient gears protesting the burden of their weight. The sound was a stark contrast to the joyful music that once played here. The laughter died in their throats as the wheel lurched to a halt, leaving them stranded at the highest point. The realization of their predicament set in, and fear took hold. Panic set in as they realized they were not alone. A cold wind whipped around them, carrying with it whispers of despair and the scent of decay. The air was thick with an unsettling presence, as if the fairground itself was alive and watching. The shadows around them seemed to deepen, taking on sinister shapes that danced at the edge of their vision. The darkness seemed to close in, making it hard to distinguish reality from illusion. Then they saw them, ghostly figures, their forms shimmering and translucent, their eyes burning with an eerie light. The figures seemed to float, their movements slow and deliberate, as if they were searching for something. The next morning, the Ferris wheel was found spinning slowly, its carriages empty. The only evidence of the teenagers' presence, a single shoe dangling precariously from one of the seats. The Phantom Fairground, a place where the laughter of children has been replaced by the mournful whisper of the wind. The fairground stands as a testament to the passage of time, a haunting reminder of the fragility of human joy. And so we emerge from the shadows of these haunted amusement parks, our hearts pounding, our minds reeling from the tales we've uncovered. The remnants of cotton candy and popcorn now carry a bitter aftertaste, a reminder that even the most innocent of places can harbor dark secrets. If you found yourself on the edge of your seat, your pulse quickening with every creak of the Ferris wheel and whisper in the darkness, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the unknown. Until next time, my fellow night owls, remember, sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we create in the shadows of our own minds. Sleep tight and don't let the bedbugs bite, or the phantom carnies for that matter.